Remember when Southwest Airlines was the fun, friendly airline everyone loved? It wasn't just another airline. It was a breath of fresh air in the world of travel. The moment you stepped onto a Southwest flight, you could feel the difference. The flight attendants cracked jokes, the crew wore bright colors, and there was a sense of excitement in the air. Flying Southwest felt like being part of a big, happy family. And for many of us, it was the only airline we actually looked forward to flying. Bags fly free, pick your own seat, and no hidden fees. It felt like the airline for everyone. You didn't have to worry about getting nickel and dimed for every little thing. Want to bring 2 bags? No problem. Prefer to sit by the window or the aisle? Just grab your spot. It was simple, transparent, and made travel less stressful. Southwest's policies made it stand out in an industry known for complicated rules and surprise charges. But lately, things have changed. The airline that once felt like a friend now feels a little more like the others. Less personal, less fun, and a lot more confusing. The stories I hear now aren't about quirky flight attendants. They're about surprise fees and lost perks. People are frustrated by new charges, stricter rules, and the feeling that Southwest is losing what made it special. The Southwest we knew is fading, and it's left a lot of us confused and disappointed. So what happened? Why did the airline that once set the standard for customer-friendly travel start to feel just like everyone else? Today, we're breaking down the big changes, new fees, lost policies, and why that famous L of feels a little less genuine. We'll look at what's really behind these shifts and how they affect your travel experience. We'll cover the end of open seating, new bag rules, and what you need to know before your next trip. We'll explain what basic economy really means, how it changes your options, and why it might not be the deal you think it is. Plus, we'll talk about flight credits, why you need to watch them closely, how the rules have changed, and what you can do to avoid losing money. By the end, you'll know exactly what's changed, and whether Southwest is still the right choice for you. Let's dive in and see if the airline we once loved can win us back, or if it's time to look elsewhere for that friendly, stress-free travel experience. Let's start with the big one. Open seating is gone. After decades of being the only major U.S. airline to let passengers choose any available seat as they boarded, Southwest is officially ending its signature policy. This is a seismic shift, not just for the airline, but for millions of travelers who built their routines, and even their loyalty, around this unique approach. For years, you'd line up by boarding group, clutching your boarding pass, and pick any seat you wanted once you stepped onto the plane. Whether you were an early bird aiming for that coveted window seat, or a family hoping to snag a row together, the process was straightforward, and for many, even a little exciting. It was simple, fair, and a huge reason people chose Southwest over other airlines. The open seating system felt democratic. Everyone had a shot at a good seat, and there was a sense of freedom and flexibility that set Southwest apart. Now, it's assigned seating, just like every other airline. Instead of the familiar scramble, you'll be told exactly where to sit before you even board. Want to pick your seat? That'll cost you extra. The days of grabbing your favorite spot for free are over. Now, if you want to guarantee a window or aisle, you'll have to pay up, just like on most other carriers. Families who used to sit together for free now pay up, turning what used to be budget-friendly trips into more expensive ones. The added fees can add up quickly, especially for larger groups or frequent travelers. Southwest's old promise of freedom and choice, it's been replaced by a system that's all about efficiency and, of course, profit. The airline says this change will streamline boarding and reduce confusion, but for many, it feels like another way to squeeze more money out of passengers. The unique Southwest experience is fading, and for many, that's a deal breaker. The nostalgia for the old way of flying is strong, and some travelers are already looking elsewhere for that sense of adventure and spontaneity. The scramble for seats is over, but so is the fun. The thrill of boarding early, the strategy of picking the perfect spot, and the camaraderie among passengers are all things of the past. For loyal travelers, it's a tough pill to swallow. Many are left wondering if Southwest is still the airline they fell in love with, or if it's just another carrier chasing profits at the expense of what made it special. Let's talk about the new Wanna Get Away basic fare. It sounds like a deal, but it's packed with restrictions. No free checked bags, no flight changes, and you board last. Change your plans, you lose your money, no credits, no rebooking. It's a bare-bones ticket designed to push you into paying more. Southwest's old no change fees promise? Out the window for basic fares. It's not about choice, it's about penalties for budget travelers. The flexibility that made Southwest famous is gone. Read the fine print, or you might get burned. Remember when Southwest flight credits never expired? That's over. Now, credits expire 12 months from your original booking date. Miss the deadline, and your money's gone. What used to be a safety net is now a source of stress. Travelers who cancel for emergencies are left scrambling to use credits before they vanish. It's a big win for Southwest's bottom line, but a loss for customer goodwill. The risk is now on you, not the airline. For many, it's another reason to rethink loyalty. The customer-first Southwest is fading fast. Transfarency used to mean no hidden fees and honest pricing. Now, Southwest's booking process is a maze of fare classes, restrictions, and surprise charges. Want to sit with your family? Pay up. Need to check a bag? Depends on your fare. The simplicity is gone, replaced by confusion and frustration. The promise of transparency has vanished. Southwest is now just another airline with complicated rules and fees. The spirit of transparency is history. For many, that's the biggest loss of all. It's not just the policies. Southwest's legendary service is slipping too. Friendly, empowered employees are now stuck enforcing unpopular rules. Long hold times, stressed agents, and chaotic rebookings are the new normal. The fun, personal touch that sets Southwest apart is fading. Employees are frustrated, and so are customers. The culture that made Southwest special is breaking down. Complicated rules create friction for everyone. As the system changes, so does the service, and not for the better. So what now? If you're a traveler who's relied on Southwest for years, this moment might feel unsettling. The familiar rules have changed, and the comfort of knowing what to expect is gone. But with change comes opportunity, an invitation to rethink how you travel and what you value most in an airline. The old Southwest is gone, and it's time to adjust. The airline you once knew for its simplicity and transparency is evolving, and that means you need to evolve too. Don't let nostalgia cloud your judgment. Focus on what's best for you now. Don't assume they're the best deal. Read every fare rule, check what's included, and compare total costs. Look beyond the headline price. Are bags included? What about seat selection or change fees? These details can make a big difference in what you actually pay. Sometimes, other airlines offer better value once you factor in all the new fees. It's not just about the ticket price anymore. It's about the full experience and what you get for your money. Take the time to compare, and don't be afraid to try something new. Shop around, don't rely on brand loyalty, and be a savvy traveler. The best deal might not be where you expect it. Use comparison tools, read reviews, and ask fellow travelers for advice. Your flexibility can save you money and lead to better travel experiences. The travel landscape is always changing. Your loyalty should be to your wallet, not a brand. Airlines compete for your business, and you have more choices than ever. Don't be afraid to switch things up if it means getting a better deal or a smoother journey. If you're not happy, vote with your dollars. Every ticket you buy sends a message to the airlines about what you value. If a company isn't meeting your needs, take your business elsewhere. Your choices matter. Stay informed, compare options, and pick what works for you. Sign up for fare alerts, follow travel news, and keep an eye on changing policies. The more you know, the better decisions you'll make. The power is still in your hands. As a traveler, you have the tools and information to make smart choices. Embrace the change, stay flexible, and remember, your journey is yours to shape. Planning a trip shouldn't be a headache. Use travel sites that compare all airlines side by side so you see the real price, including bags and seats, before you book. Tools like Expedia make it easy to find the best deal and avoid surprise fees. Focus on the fun part, planning your adventure, not decoding airline policies. The world is still out there, waiting for you. Don't let airline drama ruin your next vacation. Be a smart shopper, and you'll find great deals, without the stress. You deserve a trip that's simple, affordable, and fun.